machine, baby. Cause this one's a screamer.
What is going on, entertainment? So today I'm coming to you guys with another Hollywood Hot Topics. Before I get started, make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, let me know what you guys think about this video. Okay, so first we're gonna be reacting to the Princess Diana remix with Ice Spice and Nicki Minaj. Okay, so we're gonna be reacting to the video. I'm gonna give my thoughts on what I think about the rollout, the remix, the song, just in general. First, let's get started on the song. The song is great. Anybody who says it's not, they're haters. Nicki ate on that verse. I love the verse. Like, it's so good. It's just so good. Okay, that's what I want to start off with first. It looks like Ice Spice is signed to Nicki. Is this the right move? I feel like it's not. The reason why I say this is because I feel like the girls in this rap game, I feel like, are a little bit cursed because they're coming in having to pick a side, which is really messed up. Because it's like, I would hate to be a rap girl nowadays, because it's like, if you take a picture or you're cool with this person, you have a gang of people that already hate you. If you're cool with that person, you have an army that is going to hate you and humiliate you. So it's like you don't win either way. So that's why I feel like I don't think it's the right move, because it's like you're already picking a side and you're being, now I feel like, looked at as a little bit of a minion, in my opinion. But first, let's get into the video. I'll say more. Not the Bozzy speaker, girl. Listen, one thing that I feel like I noticed during this video, because I only watched it once, so I didn't catch a lot, was the promotions and the sponsorships. Everything known to man was being sponsored. Remember that Rihanna video? I think it was SOS, when she had that flip phone, and then she I think it was a flip phone, or like it was like a BlackBerry or some shit like that, and then she was like no fantasy. Like, to me, that is like old school days where they put so much sponsorships in the videos. I love stuff like that.
Heavy on it. New York, stand the fuck up. We come out, it look like Princess Diana on the street. Hey, yo, Ice. Stop playing with them, right?
Like, keep it a stack. Bitches move on cause they know I got bands. They be chatting, I don't give a damn, and I'm still getting money, I know who I am. Tryna be low, he gon' hit on my gram. If he smart, he gon' act like a fan. If you bigger, they got you.
I love the look with the fur, with the heart bustier. I love that. She ate that. I like that look. Okay? And Ice Spice, I'm telling you guys, her team knows what they're doing with her look, because she doesn't just stick with the afro. Sometimes she gives us a long frontal with it. Okay? Sometimes, I know it's not an actual frontal, but y'all know what I mean. Gives us a long, nice wig. Sometimes she crinkles it up. She kind of mixes it up, which is really good. She gives us the bang sometimes too.
Yeah, guys, bitches know, so I give them a pass. Like, keep it a stack. Bitches move on cause they know I got bands. They be chatting, I don't give a damn, and I'm still getting money, I know who I am. Tryna be low, he gon' hit on my gram. If he smart, he gon' act like a fan. Think you bigger than.
There goes the Camille. I told you guys, the Camille Rose promotion, sponsorship in there. Okay, I know she got a good promo check for that item being in the video. Okay, I love the color scheme too. It's like pink, but like a rose gold strawberry starburst pink vibe. Okay, it's giving very much Bed Bath and Beyond. Okay, you guys know the female section in Bed Bath and Beyond. I can picture a set like this being in Bed Bath and Beyond. Okay, let me know. I'm just saying. Or Bath and Body Works.
Bitches know, so I give him a pass. And I just fell in love with a gangster. So he put my name in the tag. But I don't let him come to the crib. So we get it on where we at. Nowadays I be ducking them cameras. And they hype that I'm up on them banners. Calling my phone, but they know I don't answer. In the hood, I'm like Princess Diana. I'm thick cause I be eating oats. Bitch not taking shit from me, but notes. Wanna be me, so she do my emotes.
Ice Spice is the queen of the Big Debbie cakes. You better shake the cakes, girlies. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I like how she's naturally shaped the way that she is. So you'll never she'll never get to the point where she has to get that surgery or anything, get that BBL, and become one of the hundreds of lists of rap girls that got that BBL in order to fit into, what music deems right. She already came with the body, girl. So it's like you can't really say too much on her.
Man, I'm out, so I bet you gon' choke. Tell him, man, I'm the girl of his dreams. Think about me when he brushing his teeth. He keeps texting, I leave him on scene. Hottest bitch out and they know what I mean. Like, keep it a stack. Bitches move walk cause they know I got bands. They be chatting, I don't give a damn, and I'm still getting money, I know who I am. Tryna be low, he gon' hit on my gram. If he smart, he gon' act like a fan. Nicki, you bigger, they got your head gas. Bitches slow, so I give him a pass. Like, keep it a stack. Bitches move walk cause they know I got bands. They be chatting, I don't give a damn, and I'm still getting money, I know who I am. Tryna be low, he gon' hit on my gram. If he smart, he gon' act like a fan. Thinking you bigger, they got your head gas. Bitches slow, so I give him a pass.
This is a public service announcement.
I be eating my spinach. They tried to clone my image. They burnt they London bridges. None of them bitches British.
Now this right here, because it's on the thumbnail, y'all. This ate. We haven't seen this look from Nicki before. The bouffant rolled in. I call it the croissant. Okay, I don't know what the hairstyle called, but we're gonna call it the croissant. Okay, I wanna cut in between and put some butter in it. It's the croissant. You feel me? I love this look. She really ate with that. I just wish the only thing, the lighting was a little bit more exposed, because it looks like she's a whole different. And I don't know if that's what they were going for. They might have been going for that type of vibe where it looks like during like a nighttime type of thing, but I just don't like the way that it's making her skin like look. I'm not saying like because she looks darker, she looks horrible, but it just doesn't look good. Like the skin tone and the exposure of this scene to me, I don't think looks the best. That's all.
And I just fell in love with a gangster, so I hold him down like an anchor. He said if I keep it 100, then he keep me safe like a banker. Nowadays I be.
Well, you know what I would have did? You know what would have been real cute? Let me tell y'all. You know how she's playing with the toy machine, trying to get a toy? They should have put dolls. You know how they had already dolls in the video? They should have put dolls in the toy machine and had her pick out an Ice Spice one, had her pick out a Nicki doll. Wouldn't that be raw? Same. Nicki, hit me up. Stop.
100, then he keep me safe like a banker. Nowadays I be making them famous. She the princess, so fuck who you lames is. Of course I be pushing they buttons. I hold a control like the gamers. Like keep it a stack. Bitches is ass if we keeping it crack. Bad little redhead, she about the black. We come out, it's a movie, but we don't do back. Live from London, straight from the palace.
That was a little shade, Nick. That was a little shade, Nick. That was a little shade. Y'all heard that?
Live from London, straight from the palace. Man, them a gallus attack. Bad little redhead, she about the black. We come out, it's a movie, but we don't do back.
Now, BAP and WAP. Okay, if y'all don't know, Cardi B in my Tasha K voice. You know, WAP was sort of like a little bit of take. I'm not saying it was a little bit of take, but it had a lot of influence from BAP's the music, the movie. Y'all know the hairstyle, the look a little bit. So I feel like she's throwing a little bit of shade at Cardi when it comes to that.
Live from London, straight from the palace. Man, them a gallus, I text us like Dallas. Keep it a bean, yo. He talk nice cause the pussy game me, how? Like, keep it a stack. Bitches move out cause they know I got bands. They be chatting, I don't give a damn, and I'm still getting money, I know who I am. Tryna be low, he gon' hit up my gram. If he smart, he gon' act like a fan. Thinking you bigger, they got your head gas. Bitches slow, so I get him a pass. Like, keep it a stack. Bitches move out cause they know I got bands. They be chatting, I don't give a damn, and I'm still getting money, I know who I am. Tryna be low, he gon' hit up my gram. If he smart, he gon' act like a fan. Thinking you bigger, they got your head gas. Bitches slow, so I get him a pass. Catch it. Yeah, it's the gag for me.
Now that was a little awkward, I'm not gonna lie. Like you grabbing on her Big Debbie cakes like that. It doesn't go with the video. Like that was just out of nowhere. Another thing too that would have been cool. Let's say they picked out the Ice Spice doll out of the toy machine, and then she could have hopped in with a verse, be like, "How could I lose when I already chose?" And then the toy machine chose her, like the industry chose her. Like they ate though. They ate. Now this is cute. I love that. What this gives me is when Beyonce and her did that's when they did the song together, and then at the end, when they did Feeling Myself, and then they looked at each other at the end. That's what it's giving me. So yeah. Here's what I think. I really like the song. The song to me is like really, really good. The only problem, first, don't come for me. Don't come for me. Okay? This is my problem. Is the cover. Let me tell y'all why. I feel like she's sunning her. And I don't like that. I don't like that. Why can't she just collab with someone without having to like sun them, without having to pass down a crown? Because in my opinion, she's the queen. I'm not passing down any crown. If I'm top dog, screw you. Earn it. Grab it from me. I'm not giving you anything. That's like people asking for collabs they never talk to you a day in your life. You get what I'm saying? Like, no, you don't get that. It's mine. Take it from me. You get what I'm saying? So this to me, it's like you're sunning her. And that's what kind of bothers me. I know the song is Princess Diana, so she's crowning her. I get it. But you know how I kind of figured Nicki's mindset. Like I kind of knows how she kind of goes around. Like, you feel me? The mentality of it. I feel like she's sort of sunning her with this cover art. The cover art is really, really cute though, but I just wish that she, didn't pick that specific image. It could have just been, them side by side with two crowns. You had a queen crown on Nicki, and then, Ice Spice, we had a little dainty pink crown, right? The song to me is really, really good. The video is amazing. 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10, to be honest, because of the colors, the concept. The only one I didn't like is like I said, the exposure with her with the croissant bouffant. But besides that, everything else ate. Like, you did that tonight. Okay. Shout out to Ice Spice, you guys. The girl is really doing her a big one. Okay. I feel like the reason why a lot of people, and not just because of TikTok, that a lot of people, are attracted to her as an artist, it's because she came in with something that's sort of unique. Okay, she didn't come in trying to be a Barbie. She didn't come in trying to be, the next best lyricist, like a Erica Banks trying to say, "Oh, I'm the best rapper." Da, da, da. Which it's okay to do that and do you a big one, but do it smart. She came in very humble, cute. She stayed in her lane, and now she's reaping the rewards. So shout out to Ice Spice. Okay, I really, really like the song and the music video. Okay, next I wanted to get into, you guys, is Jayla Mina. Jayla. Wow, Jayla Mina, you guys, was spot out when none other than NLE Choppa. Okay? And they were holding hands, walking in. And she put in her caption, "Expensive conversation. Bust down paddock with expensive taste. I see you, Jayla." Okay, I'm here for this relationship. The reason why I say I'm here for this is because Jayla, to me, is on the up and up as a celebrity. She did what I think a lot of these BGC girls need to do. She didn't do baddies this season, which I think was the smartest thing she did. She disassociated herself with, of course, like sort of the BGC brand, because you don't really see her going back and forth with any BGC girls, getting into any other BGC drama, which is very, very smart of her to do. And now, of course, she's designing. She has her own lines. She's designed and helped out people like a Cardi B and also Glorilla. So, which is really big accomplishment from somebody who was on BGC. Okay, so I think this is the right fit for NLE Choppa, because she's on her ish, and it's not like she needs his bag. She doesn't need your money. Okay, and Megan Good is not gonna do it for you. Okay, NLE, like, no. Okay, she's too old for you, NLE. Like, it's just a wrap. Like, now, like, it's not gonna happen. Give it up, Delicious, or better yet, give it up, Boots. Like, just give it up. No, all right. They were seen, of course, before a couple of times at some of her other events too. And I guess the reason how they got into contact, Mr. NLE has a big Subway sandwich. Okay, so he posted the Subway sandwich, and Jayla Mina sort of reacted to it, and she was just like, "Ew, that'll go good with my Big Debbie cakes. So it was a match made in heaven. And I believe that's kind of when I first saw them sort of interact, was on Twitter when like she reacted to, you know, the Subway sandwich. So yeah. I'm happy for this couple and I'm really, really here for it. And you know, they would have some cute kids with very good genetics. Because Jayla is pretty and you know, he's attractive as well. So they would have some mean bone structure. It gives you very much Chloe slash whatchamacallit, what's his name vibes. It gives me very much DDG. It gives me Chloe and DDG vibes 100%. All right. So let me know what you guys think about this pairing. And are you guys here for it? Are you guys here for the pairing, y'all? Y'all here for the pairing or not? All right. Next thing I wanted to get into, you guys, is B. Scott. So she went on Breakfast Club, and to me, she said a lot more than what she should have. Like, I was like, whoa, wow, woo, ha. She went off. And she talked a lot about season 15 of Real Housewives of Atlanta. I'm not happy with some of the stuff she said.
She's upset.
At all. Because we're getting regurgitated storylines. We're getting regurgitated situations. I'm sick of Atlanta Housewives talking about people being lesbians and gay. Nobody cares at this point. It's not nothing that's like, ooh, nobody cares. Nobody cares. I promise you we don't. If Kandi wants to eat coochie on Sunday and go back and eat, you know, Todd's Subway sandwich, who cares? Does that affect us? No, it's not interesting. We know Kandi a freak. So what's next? What's next? Does she have a secret baby father? Now that's something that's interesting, okay? Something that's salacious. Has she, you know, cheated on Todd with another short man? Now that's salacious. That's interesting. Her sleeping with another woman, dealing with another woman, that's not interesting. That's known information. Kandi has said she's bi before. Kandi has said she's dealt with women before. Kandi recently has said she did a little threesome with Todd. Now that's something I like to watch. I'm a low-key freak. You know, that's something I like to watch, Kandi. If you really want to make us happy and satisfied and get us to buy, you know, some of your candy-coated night products, put it on OnlyFans. Because I'll watch, I'll subscribe. I'm just saying, they just look like they got good sex. You ever see the couple and then they walk by, you like, damn, you know they sex lit. That's how I feel when I see Kandi and Tyler. I know they be having good sex. Same with NLE and Jayla. You know they probably have good sex. All right, take a look what she has to say, guys.
So you black people love making sound. So Kandi does.
And I love Kandi. I love you, Kandi. Don't do it. So basically what happened was Marlo brought up the shooting that happened at Kandi's restaurant. Mm-hmm. Kandi got upset, went into the and then said, brought up Marlo's history, criminal history, and the fact she slashed a girl in the face who later committed suicide.
Damn.
They got real low.
And then Deepak Chopra came in. Was that Deepak Chopra? I heard somebody on that.
Yeah, somebody was talking about healing.
I mean, that was just like, I think they were just having a moment to kind of recenter themselves.
Right.
The other component of this is that in Portugal, they had your group trip, and there is a recording. So one housewife recorded another housewife having discussion about that housewife kissing another woman on the show.
Now, I'm probably going to assume that it's Kandi. Because nobody else will be out here, you know, licking cooter. Okay? Like, no shade. That's just who it's going to be. It's probably Kandi. Maybe Kenya. But 9 out of 10 is Kandi.
So there it is.
Me. You don't understand that because I watched the Housewives franchise. I
don't watch the show, but I took a sip of that tea and I was like, you know, give me another sip. It sounded good.
Not before we go. You know, earlier you were telling about 2 people had you blocked.
2 people that got me blocked, and you were telling me that one of them called today to try to come back on the show. Nicki.
Yeah, one of them was here in town this week and wanted to host, but you know.
And let me just say this. I want to say this for the.
Not Nene calling to stop bags worth of plenty. Come on, Nene Leaks Mirage. Listen, Nene is so bitter. When she doesn't like somebody, she'll do anything to I feel like low-key stop your bag. Like she did that to Cynthia. Remember when she tried to get Cynthia off the show? When she was just like, Cynthia's boring. Cynthia plays the middle road. Cynthia rides the fence. Cynthia needs to go. When she was on Watch What Happens Live. And now you gonna do that to B. Scott? Come on now. Really? Here's what I think. I think NeNe wants that seat that Angela Yee had on the Breakfast Club. She wants that seat bad. You could tell. Do I think that they need to give her the seat? I would say they just need to keep rotating the seat for the girl of the week, but NeNe needs to be one of the regulars. What they need to do is have their set regulars, but then every other week have a random person in there that's available for that week. But they should have their set regulars. Sort of how like RuPaul's Drag Race does their judging. Like they'll have, of course, guest judges, but they'll have their rotating set judges, like T.S. Madison.
The record. NeNe is the all-time funniest housewife.
Absolutely.
She has the comedic quality that no one else has.
Of course.
We are also, regardless of whether she said so or not, we're friends. So how it got started was she got on the show, even though I've known NeNe the longest, we are friends. I've hung out with her so many times. She said we weren't friends on the show. So by the time the information got to me that she was fired, I said, run to
Yeah, I know NeNe let her do that too. Remember when Kenya and her made up and they made up, right? And then they go to the next event and Kenya tries to say hi to NeNe and NeNe goes, hi. That's how I know I F with NeNe. I can't stand people like that. Don't be trying to switch up when other people are around. I can't stand people like that.
the hell out of it. And then when I did, she blocked me.
So you're not friends anymore?
No. Well, I still have love for her. She was not wrong about Bravo. She went about it the wrong way.
Facts. So tell me how I was talking to this person, right? They're gonna talk about, I can't wait for NeNe to come back to Bravo. She got her own show and she got, I think, 20-something million. She got some crazy settlement amount. I'm like, you really are smoking a different type of a crack if you think Bravo would give her all that money and two would let her come back on Bravo after all the stuff she said about Bravo and Andy. She said Andy does powdered donuts. Like, you think they're gonna Andy's just be okay, cool. Andy doesn't want that out about him, even though I think he does though. But it's like he doesn't want that out about him. Like, really? That person, I said, you don't know nothing about her. Like, shut up. Just be quiet, be quiet, be quiet.
That's all I got to say.
So when's the last time you spoke to NeNe?
Years now.
Damn it, man.
That don't sound like y'all friends.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like
and
your
then
friends.
the other one is Portia. She blocked me because I put out the exclusive about how she got her peach cobbled by Bolo.
Got her what?
Her peach cobbled by
peach cobbled.
her.
What?
She
what's name? Smash.
got it.
It's the straight men for me not being able to, articulate quotes that are very easily interpreted. Okay, your peach cobbler, you got it 8. The Big W cakes were eaten. Like, it's not that hard. I peeped that. Straight dudes, they're not quick with catching shade. Like, Jesus Lord, like, hype up a little bit like that.
Then smashed, cobbled.
Got it.
I thought you were saying peach cobbler. Yeah,
Peach cobbler.
You don't got hit dump for that.
See that?
You almost hit the dump. You got hit dump for that. You almost hit his finger on the dump pass.
But I got love for NeNe and Portia, and they should unblock me. And I would love to have them both back on Housewives of Atlanta.
You should speak to NeNe.
I should.
And Portia.
And Portia. And if I had slept with Bolo, I would just say, yeah, I did it. Portia should have owned it. She's so honest with things.
Who's Bolo?
Bolo's the stripper. The hung stripper.
Oh, the stripper from like 3
I think
seasons.
his name is Bolo. Ain't his name Bolo?
I think they done switched out the tea. I was drinking one kind of tea. I think y'all just switched it up.
So Bolo was a couple of years ago.
Okay, here's what I think. Portia needs to return, of course. And I feel like Portia needs to return, but they need to put in her contract that she has to show her life honestly. One thing that bothers me about Portia, she likes to put on like her life is perfect, but when we know it's not. Okay? That's the one thing I cannot stand about her. Say what you want about Kenya, but she just showed you all the ugly parts of her life. She showed you her mama not wanting to talk to her, her daddy be getting on her nerves. She showed you that she was with Matt in that truck. Remember when they had sex in that truck? Remember, he was just like, you had sex with me, Kenya, in the truck. Okay? I fucked you raw in the truck. I busted right in your face, Kenya. Remember that? She shows us all the ugliness of her. So that's what bothers me about Portia. She's not willing to do that. And as a housewife, I feel like once you sign on that dotted line, you need to show all the ugly parts of your life. Okay, because not everybody's life is perfect. Nobody's life is perfect. So don't try to act like you're pampered by Portia. Everything's perfect, sweet, lovable. Yeah. No. And if you guys have been watching Ultimate Girls Trip, stay tuned for the recap. You can see that Portia really is a mean girl. Like, you really could see that she's a mean girl. Okay? All right. Also,
so remember there was the rumor that the stripper came, everybody was drunk, and the stripper smashed somebody.
Yeah.
She is allegedly saying that Portia's.
And I was the one behind that. So that's why she blocked me.
Oh.
I like her sheets too. She got sheets. I like her sheets. Give me some.
Oh, them sheets. I got them on my bed right now. Them sheets is really good. Them 1800 thread count sheets.
Ain't
and after you wash them.
Okay, y'all buy pampered by Portia sheets. And also, she talked a lot about Bravo and the exclusives that she gets from Bravo. So I used to always be confused because this latest trailer that we got released from, that we got revealed to season 15, it was a B. Scott exclusive. So I'm thinking, how did she get that? Like, did they give it to her? Did she get it from a producer that wasn't supposed to send it to her? So she goes into detail and basically lets us know how she even got these exclusives, which is really good. To me, she the GOAT, one of the GOATs of the Housewife vloggers. She's a big GOAT of it, and she was one of the few YouTubers, because she had her channel and stuff like that. She talked about in this interview. She used to interview like big celebrities. I remember watching it. So like B. Scott really is the GOAT. I know a lot of people will try to shade her and be like, oh, she's a man, whatever. She's still the GOAT.
Tired of me telling everything that was going on in the season. Bravo came to me and gave me these trailers. It's because they were sick and tired of me telling everything that was going on in the season.
But shouldn't they want that?
No, they didn't want me to tell everything.
Well, because you were telling things beforehand.
Absolutely.
Okay, got you.
And completely. But because I want them to know the peace treaty is off. Because they tried to do some funny business about this trailer and still trying to tell me what time it is. No one tells B. Scott what time it is.
What's the funny business?
That's why I respect her.
Business is basically like, they upset that, initially, because we broke 2 Married in Medicine exclusives, they told me they were going to take the trailer somewhere else.
Got you.
And I said, if you did that, I'm going to go to war. And when I say go to war, it means that I will recap every episode.
Anytime somebody says, I'm going to war, all I think about is Mob Wives. When they used to be like, you want to fuck with me? We're going to war. We're going to war. I'm pulling out my Uzi. We're going to war. She doesn't want to go to war with me. Because if she go to war with me, she'll end up dead in the street. God, I miss the good reality television. Oh my God. Oh, I wish I could go back. I really wish I could.
Of the show before the show comes out.
Talk that talk, B. Scott.
Oh yeah, my sources are extensive. It's not just Housewives. I have executives, production. Where we want to go with it?
Not like Bravo just need to give B. Scott a show. Just give B. Scott a recap.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And to be honest, why are we letting the chopper fly? Andy Cohen does not need to be hosting the reunions for Black shows.
Facts. And I'm gonna tell you guys a specific reason why that was documented. Y'all gonna be shocked.
He does not have the cultural relevance. It is not me being disrespectful to Andy Cohen, but you can't use your white privilege to sit there and talk down to people who need that job.
Okay.
Especially Black women.
Okay.
Because he doesn't have the finesse. You can't finesse our culture. Either you're a part of it or you're not.
Facts.
And Andy can choose not to make that decision because he's an executive producer, all of that.
Absolutely.
So B. Scott should be hosting the reunion show.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's pretty much it for what she had to say during her hosting and stuff with the Breakfast Club. I agree with her 100% when it comes to who should host the reunion. I do not feel like Andy should host any of the Housewives reunion. He comes across very biased. The one season that bothered me, and it wasn't even a Black housewife reunion. It wasn't Potomac, and it wasn't Atlanta. It was New York. And I don't know how she dealt with this, because I would have hit somebody, or I would have had to leave, because you would have had me messed up. It was Real Housewives of New York City. There's a lady on there named Carol. Andy and Bethany are very close friends. I don't know now, but then they were. Okay? I think something happened with now they're not cool like that. Because she talked crap about the Housewives. They were like bosom buddies back then. Carol and the Bethany lady, they had a falling out. During that reunion, when I tell you Andy was going in on that lady to the point where the lady goes, "You're so full of shit, Andy." I said, I know that's right. Because it's like, you're supposed to be the host. You're supposed to be neutral party. Ask questions pertaining to them and ask questions pertaining to the other side. The way that Andy was running that reunion, he did not give a crap. He was like, I'm riding for Bethany. And guess what happened after that? Kaputs. Next season, the girl was gone because she said, "You're so full of shit, Andy." I live for that moment. Because it's like you always wanted to say that to your boss. Be like, "Shut up, shut up," right? Another reason on the Real Housewives of Potomac reunion, you guys know how they had that colorism conversation and all that. That little 2-minute segment that could have, it was shorter than a commercial break. Guess who he reached out to host it? Z-Way. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. I don't care. But her, mind you, this is the talk show host girl that, to me, she's not a serious person. You should have gotten somebody that's a journalist that was very serious, that's very keen on the topic of colorism. She reached out to her to try to get her to host that segment, which we see didn't pull through because he ended up, just being silent. Andy ended up being silent during the reunion and letting the girls sort of handle it themselves, right? That's, to me, some BS. Because you're going to have somebody like her who her career is basically, interviewing people, asking them salacious questions, sort of like a funny roundabout type of way. Somebody that's not really like keen on like huge topics like this, on such a serious topic. You're going to reach out to them? Like, really, Andy? This is what I mean. He doesn't know. He's not in with the Black culture, like, at all. It's sad. I don't think he should host the reunions as well. And I'm surprised B. Scott's saying all this. B. Scott, they're going to stop sending you them exclusives now, bro. Like, you're not going to get them trailers anymore. They're going to send it to you in 480 resolution. They're not going to give it to you in 1080 no more, or 4K. You're going to get it in 480, 240. What else? 640. They're going to try to play with you now for real, because of you saying all of this. With her exposing that about Portia, everybody knows she slept with Bolo. Like, that's like common sense. If you think that didn't happen, you're foolish, because it happened. Like, Portia's a freak. She just doesn't like to admit it. See, I'm a freak. I'll admit it. All right. Yeah. All right. Next I wanted to talk to you guys about is Shenseea. So here's what I think about her. I love how she raps in certain songs. Let me tell you guys, there's certain artists where, like, they'll put out a song and it'll get posted on social media, and they think that that's the only song or the only type of songs and vibes that they're putting out. That's not the case. I actually do have listened to a lot of her features. She's even featured on Kanye West's latest album that he put out, which I think her verse, to me, she had one of the best tracks on Kanye's album. It's called Okay. Like, come on now. She goes, aim with precision for number one position. Like, she really ate in that song. But songs like this, to me, it's a little bit too mainstream. I feel like her creative directing team needs a little bit of work with her artistry, because they're trying to put her in that same mold as like a Megan or a Nicki, when she could be her own entity and become that freestyle queen. Because we know, and on that song that I was talking about with Kanye, it wasn't a freestyle, but the way that she rapped on that song and rode the beat, it was similar to a freestyle, and it wasn't so pop, it wasn't so mainstream. Of course, the vibe and the cadence of the song was very much different from a song like this, but I just feel like if she keeps going down that route, she's not going to last in this industry. Because a lot of people, if you read the comments and just what I think in general, I feel like she's trying to be, or trying to fit into something that's not really her as an artist, because she thinks it's going to sell, or her team thinks that it's going to sell. Okay, I like her as a person, though, for sure. I don't think she really bothers anybody. I know London on the Trap Baby Mom will be at her neck, But from what I see, she doesn't really bother anybody. She stays out of the mess, which I love when artists do that. You don't see them in a whole lot of mess because they mind their business. So I want to see her win. And I like some of her raps. Okay, the girl could spit for real, for real. So her going and making like a song like this called Curious. Okay, Shenseea. Creme de la creme. Remember when she did the freestyle with the blue hair? Now that's when I fell in love with Shenseea. I do feel like her team needs to do a little bit better with how they're pushing her, because I want her to see her. I want to see her last. Okay, I want her to have that same longevity that a Spice had. I almost said Ice Spice, y'all. That a Spice had in this industry. And what made Spice last so long is because she stayed with what she, started out with, which is Queen of the Dancehall Spice. Okay, you never see her sort of trying to, go pop or try to, venture off into some other genre or, try to go mainstream, trying to, change up her sound, because that's just not her as an artist. She is Queen of the Dancehall Spice. Okay. Stop playing on my timeline. I'm all about the letter B with the dollar sign. Why you sleep with a nigga for some liquor kind? Life won't rearrange, body won't redefine. Come on. I love Spice, okay? That's just what I say on Shenseea, though. All right, so something that's been going a little bit viral lately is they're doing these things. This to me is funny. It's not for the artists, but it's funny to me. They're doing these AI sort of remixes on people's songs. So they'll have like Drake singing Munch. They'll have Rihanna singing Cuff It, which I think sounded so good. They'll have Travis Scott singing Pop Smoke song. They'll have Kanye West singing Justin Bieber song. Like the list goes on and on and on. This to me is a little bit scary, because that just shows you how evil the music industry just in general, or just the world is in general. The fact that you can like electronically manipulate somebody's voice to sing a song that they never got into a studio and sing. We live in some scary time. I'm sorry, this is just scary. And it just shows you how bad the music industry is getting, because how could this be done? AI is becoming too strong, and I feel like it's going to like slowly but surely kill us off in the work industry. Because if we can get AI to do something like this, why do we need certain artists to be on certain songs? Why do we need this person to do this if AI can do it? I even seen this thing where like they had it was like a beauty campaign or something like that. They AI manipulated the model to look racially ambiguous when she's really not. That's scary. I'm just saying. All right. Let me know what you guys think about some of these topics in this video, you guys. You guys know I love my Hollywood Hot Topics because we talk about everything mainstream, baby. All right, what y'all thought about the Princess Diana remix? Let me know what y'all think down below. What y'all thought about the video? Did it eat like it was supposed to? Okay, did it eat like it was supposed to or not? All right, leave your comments down below. We are all babies.
No personal thing.